This call is now being recorded.
Okay. Types of problem. There are two types of problem. That is nothing but a problem based on algorithmic solution, problem based on heuristic solution. In the first one, where the problem based on algorithmic solution, now what is algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but step-by-step execution of an instruction, or you can say simple language, step-by-step formation of an sentences, or you can say that algorithm is nothing but sequence of instruction carried out to solve some problems. So for solving some problems, series of action taken to reach the solution. Now to tell the example of this algorithmic solution, see now, I want to make a cup of tea. To make a cup of tea, what are the things and how the step-by-step execution is there? Directly you're going to take cup and sauce and put all the things in that cup and sauce? No. First you have to take one vessel, then you have to pour one cup of half cup of water in that, then put sugar in that, put tea powder in that vessel, and keep that vessel on the gas, put on the gas. Then after that, this is the process whatever I'm telling you. So step by step process it is. Then when the water start boiling, the tea water, then you will put some half or 1 cup of milk in that. Then after putting the milk in that, again you will keep on boiling it, and after boiling the whole process completes, then what you're going to do it, you're going to put your gas off and then pour that tea in your cup. Yes or no? Also you're not going to pour the tea directly. You're going to put the what we say filter in that, and then you're going to filter that tea and pour it into the cup. So this is the process where first taking the vessel, then second step is nothing but boil the water, then third take water in the vessel, then put sugar into the water, put a cup of a spoon of tea into the tea powder into the water, put that vessel on the gas, make the gas on, then let the tea water boil. After tea water boil, then you're going to put in the cup of milk, let it boil it. After boiling it, you're going to off the gas, and then you're going to do what you're going to do?
Drink.
Have a tea. So this is the process, which is nothing but called step-by-step execution of an process, is called as an algorithm, or step-by-step execution of an instruction, which is called as an algorithm. Is it clear, all of you, what is algorithm? Because you're going to write down the algorithm further in the Python programming. When we start with the Python programming, or when we are going to see the second part of unit 1, that is design tool. In design tool, we are going to see the algorithm much more in detail. The step 1, what we say, we write down, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, and so on till end of the steps. Is it clear, all of you, regarding the algorithmic solution? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
The next part is nothing but a problem based on heuristic solution. There are some problems that cannot be solved by just following certain action. Now, making cup of tea, there were some steps were there that we have followed that step and made the tea. Or the second example, that I want to go to the college from my house to the college. So what will be the step? That I'll be ready. After becoming ready, I'll take my tiffin box, then I'll take my bag, then I'll wear my chappal, then I'll take my bike key, and then I'll start with my bike, then I'll come to the college. In that way, whatever the steps are there, that steps is nothing but an algorithm. But there are some problems where there is no such certain actions are there. So what are that problems and how that problems are being solved? So in solving such problem, critical decision has to be made. Sometimes we need to follow the process of trial and error method. What do you have to do in that case? You have to find out or follow up the process of trial and error method. So what are such type of problem? Have you heard about the stock exchange? What I'm asking, have you heard about the stock exchange? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
स्टॉक एक्सचेंज के लिए कुछ पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस है क्या? Is there any particular process for stock exchange, Suhas? Suhas?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any process for stock exchange market?
Yes, ma'am. But मुझे नहीं पता.
It is there. Okay. Anushka, do you know anything?
No, ma'am.
You don't know.
No.
Anyone know regarding stock exchange?
मैम वो शेयर मार्केट ना?
Yes, share market. क्या रहता है शेयर मार्केट का? फिक्स रहता है क्या कि नहीं? एवरीडे? निखिल?
यस मैम।
हाँ, what do you want to say?
मैम मेरे को पता है, बट मेरे को ऑनलाइन स्टॉक एक्सचेंज के बारे में पता है मैम।
ऑनलाइन ठीक है ना, ऑनलाइन स्टॉक एक्सचेंज, बट वो फिक्स रहता है क्या ऑनलाइन स्टॉक एक्सचेंज, निखिल?
नो मैम।
No. Here there is no any action, there is no any steps, there is no anything that is step by step execution is there in this share market or the stock exchange. Here what is there? There is heuristic solution is there, and in this case you have to have lot of study. You have to do trial and error methods. We can't say that if I buy the some shares of IBM tomorrow, what it is going to happen. Yes or no? All this is prediction, and that is called as an heuristic solution. So the definition is that the solution that cannot be reached through direct sets of steps are called as an heuristic solution. The example is nothing but in stock market, or you can say shares. In share market, what is happening? The everyday shares are being changing. There is no any particular step by step execution of an share market. ओके ठीक है, वो स्टार्ट होता है, इतना इतना टाइम बंद होता है, लेकिन बीच में जो रहता है वो सब कुछ वैरी होता रहता है. आई कांट से दैट आईबीएम के शेयर जो है आज है वही कल भी रहेंगे, उसके बाद परसों भी वही रहेंगे. नो, ups and downs are there. There are a lot of study that you have to do, and then only you'll come to know about the share market. After doing lot of study also, many of them fails in that share market. Okay, so that is nothing but called as an heuristic solution, where the process is of trial and error method. How is the process? The process is of nothing but an trial and method. Is it clear to all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
अनुष्का, समझ में आए क्या नहीं?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
सूरज, मानसी?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it? So the two types of problems are there: algorithmic problem and heuristic problem. The next point is nothing but understanding computer components and operation. Now, what is computer? You know everyone that what are the things regarding the computer? There is hardware and software. Two parts are there. That is nothing but an hardware part and software part. Hardware part is what? Equipment or devices associated with the computer. And that is nothing but, you can say hardware is nothing but CPU, central processing unit. CPU is what? Central processing unit. Nikhil More?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
what are the things are there in central processing unit? CPU?
You mean microprocessor, microcontroller, chips, data bus, and so on. I can't remember much of them.
Okay. So there are many things which are being integrated in one box, and that box is called as an CPU. In that CPU, that RAM, ROM, then processor, then hard disk, then your what we say different chips are there, then fan cooling is there, then SMPS is there, then RAM, ROM is there. All these small parts are being integrated together, and then that central processing unit, that is nothing but called as an CPU. Then monitor is there, then your camera is there, your speakers are there, then keyboard, then mouse, and all these things are nothing but an hardware. Okay, all these hardware things are there, but if I don't have any software, is this hardware going to work? Aditya Jande?
No,
What I said, all this hardware is there, and if the software is not there, is it going to work?
no.
No. So there is a need of hardware. For what purpose this hardware is there? To give the instruction to this all hardware, there is a need of an software. The first main software that you every time install on your machine. Do you know anyone? Abhijit? Taide? Which software first you install? Abhijit Taide?
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, which software you install on your machine?
Windows XP, ma'am. Windows XP.
Windows XP. Windows XP. What it is called that Windows XP for that? Anyone?
Operating system.
Yes.
Operating system.
Yes. Abhishek told that is nothing but an operating system. Operating system is very important for the computer to be installed first. If the operating system is there, then it will work very smoothly, each and everything. Now, in this operating system, it has been integrated with all the programs, where it gives instruction to keyboard, it gives instruction to mouse, it gives instruction to camera, it gives instruction to the machine, the keyboard, and all that things, internal, whatever the hardware part is there, for each and every part, that operating system gives the instructions. Okay, so the operating system plays a very important role in the computer. Now programs, what is programs? Instruction set written by the programmer. Who is programmer? धीरज? कौन रहता है प्रोग्रामर? अनमोल?
Yes, ma'am.
प्रोग्रामर कौन रहता है? जो प्रोग्राम लिखता है, he is nothing but called as a programmer. Now, if I am making the program, I am making the software for one of the event, then who is the programmer? I am the programmer. Okay, so that is the programmer. Programming, which is written computer instruction, is called as a programming. Okay, now in this again computer, there is input devices are there, output processes there, and output devices are there. Now what is the input? That is nothing but where you're going to give some input to the computer. So your hardware devices such as keyboard, mic performs the input operation. So with the help of keyboard, you're writing something, and that has been written or percolated on your screen, and that you can save it on your machine. Okay, so that is nothing but through some keyboard you're giving the input. Or now I am taking the lecture. So what I'm doing, I'm giving the input. What you're doing, you're listening, taking the output. Yes or no? So while giving the input, what is there? The mic is there, which with the help of mic, I can speak it, and that voice can be converted, and then you're able to hear that voice. That hearing that voice is nothing but what it is. Sarang? Sarang?
Yes, ma'am.
hearing that voice. I am speaking, so that is nothing but an input. I am giving the input through my mic, and you're just hearing at your side. So hearing is nothing but what?
Output.
Yes, hearing is nothing but an output. Okay. So first of all, that with the help of keyboard, with the help of mic, you're going to give the input operation. Data or facts enter the computer system through the input devices. Now, whatever I am speaking, I can record. Right now I am recording. So that is nothing but some data is going to be kept. Okay, here I'm doing some changes in my presentation. Then that is also and save that presentation. Then that data is going to be saved. Data is what is data? Data is nothing but collection of raw material. What is that? Data is nothing but collection of raw material. Okay, which are been entered into the computer system. Now, what is processing? Processing data items may involve organizing them, checking them for accuracy, or performing mathematical operation and then on them. So now data is been saved, and then you want to do some mathematical operations and all that things. Okay, so yesterday I told you one example that input is nothing but 2 and 4 is nothing but an input. The plus operation that is going to become an process, where you're going to do the process, addition process on the two numbers. So 2 plus 4, which is equal to 6, and output is nothing but 6. In that way I told you yesterday. So the processing is nothing but whatever the data items are given, on that you're going to organize that data properly, then check the accuracy of the same, and perform the mathematical operation on the same data. The hardware that performs this task in the central processing unit. So processing kahan pe ho jata hai? That is nothing but on the hardware that performs all this task on the central processing unit, that is called as an CPU. Okay, and the third part is nothing but an output, sending information result from processing to the printer or monitors, so people can view, interpret, and use the result, is nothing but called as an output. I gave you example right now that I am speaking from here, that is nothing but an input, and you are hearing at your end, that is nothing but an output. Yes or no? Also from here I have sent one document, and I want to remove the printout of that, so I am sending towards the printer, through printer, that whatever the documents, whatever the data is there that I want to print on that page, with the help of that printer and pages, I can print it on that page. So that is also possible. Can be stored on disk or flash media for later retrieval. Also, whatever the data is there that has been inputted, that has been processed, that can be saved on your hard disk or any flash media. So that is called as an output. Is it clear? Input, process, and output. These are the three terms which are very important in the computer system. Now, next is nothing but an application software and system software. Now, what are the application software and what are the system software? System software, first I'll tell the system software. System software, that program used to manage your computer, that I told you that if operating system is not there, your computer will not work. Okay, so the programs are been written in that operating system, and that with the help of that operating system, the computer has been managed. Okay, so the operating system, which are the different operating system, DOS operating system was there, then Windows 95, then Windows 98, then Windows 2000, then Windows XP. All these are different Windows version of an operating system. Then for this Windows operating system, there were needed of an license copy. What was needed? There was needed of an license copy. So what has been done, because we have to pay for the license copy, so instead of paying for the license copy, one more different operating system has been introduced, where there is no need of a license copy. All the system softwares, application softwares are freeware, and that is on what? Linux or Unix. So Linux is there, Red Hat. Have you heard Red Hat? Anyone? Red Hat operating system, Linux operating system, Ubuntu operating system.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
all these, yes, all these operating systems are also there, where it's similar to our Windows operating system. Now, but what is the difference? That on Windows operating system, whichever the application software you want to install it, there the problem is that you have to buy it, you have to purchase it. But for the Linux or for the Red Hat, if it has been installed on your machine, then in that case no need to purchase. That is a freeware, you can install the application software. Okay, so this is about the system software. Now system software, again I'll say, system software, small programs or models are made, and that all models are integrated in one of the package, and that package is nothing but called as an operating system. Now the program is written for date, the program is written for time, the program is written for Wi-Fi, the program is written for each and every small model of your what computer, which to be worked. Okay, now next is the application software, programs applied to a task. Now everyone knows what we say, MS Office. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
MS Office, that different small application softwares are there. That is, doc is there, doc files are there, then spreadsheet is there, payroll is there, inventory of programs are there, some even and games are there. All these are nothing but some of the application software which can be run on your computer. If I want the spreadsheet to be open on my operating system, I need to install what? MS Office. When I install MS Office, also there are different version of an MS Office. When MS Office has been installed on your machine, then and then only we can use the doc file, then the spreadsheet or payroll, then presentation, and many more things are there in the Microsoft application that we can use it. This I have gave you one of the examples. Similarly, application software may be for the inventory programs, also for the college what we say, HR handling purpose, also for company HR handling purpose also, or the programs are made to handle all the cameras which are installed in your campus. Yes or no? In that way this application software works. Is it clear, all of you? Till here everything is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next, computer instructions are written in computer, which are called as an programming language. What is programming language? Computer instructions are written in a computer is called as an programming language. Now, if I write down in instruction, not means in the while writing the instruction, if I do not follow any guideline, or if I do not follow any step, or if I do not follow what we say. Any connectivity, so in that case will it execute that program? Pratham? Hello, is I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What I ask Pratham? Hey, can I Pratham?
मैम कौन सा वाला?
Yes, ma'am.
मैंने क्या बोला अभी, if while writing the instruction to the computer, if I do not follow the sequence, if I do not follow the steps, will that program or will that instruction executed?
No, ma'am.
No. While writing any program in the computer, the instruction whichever you're going to write down, it should be step-by-step instructions, or the sequence should be proper. If the sequence is not proper, then you will not get the output. It means, for example, I told you that from yesterday, I'm taking same example that I want to do addition of two numbers, and that output is nothing but to be displayed. And if I print first output and then I'll do the process and then I'm going to take the input, will it work? Suraj, Kokre?
No, ma'am.
It won't work. So what is that? First input to be given, then process to be done, and then what is that? Last step is nothing but you want to display the output, is called as a nothing but an programming language. Okay. Then next is computer instruction. You write in program code, also called as a source code. Whatever the program code is there, for that is called as a source code. Right now we all are speaking our Maharashtrian language, that is nothing but Marathi. Then some of them are speaking Hindi, some of them are speaking Gujarati, and all that things. Different languages are there. What is this languages? This language is there for communicating we all human beings. If we want to survive, we have to do some communication. Same way, here for the computer, there is a language, and that language is nothing but a binary language. It understands 0 and 1. What it understands, zeros and 1, and that whatever the English syntax we are going to write down, that are converted, and then from what we say, it converts to the assembly language, and then again it converts to the output as an English output, the machine language. So in this way, there is an what conversion in between the computer. So the computer instruction which we are writing, we can't write anything. Now I have started learning Python, and in Python, if I write just like a paragraph, some instruction, will it work? No. We have to write down the Python program in the syntax, whatever the syntax are there of an Python, whatever the syntax are there of C, whatever the syntax are there of C++. In that way only you have to write down the program code, and for that program code, it is also called as a source code. Coding a program is when you write a program. Okay, now next is nothing but a syntax. Syntax are the rules governing the word uses and punctuation of a programming language. Now, while writing the program, if whatever the punctuation, or you can say that you have to write down in small case and you are written in the capital cases, or you have not started with double quotes and you are closed with the single quote, all these are nothing but in punctuation corrections are there, and that is nothing but called as a syntax. So in programming language, whatever the word uses, we are going to do it, and the punctuation you are going to write down it. If it is wrong, you are going to get it as a syntax error. Okay, so syntax are the rules governing the word uses and punctuation of the programming language. Next, each programming language use a piece of software to translate the specific program language statement into the object code. Okay, the object code is the computer on off circuitry language, or you can say it's as a machine language. Okay, so whatever we are writing through the program, that is converted into the machine language. Then machine language is represented as a series of zeros and ones, also called as a binary. Also it can be said as an assembly language also. The language translated software is called as compiler or interpreter. Now, if anyone has done C programming, C++ programming, there is compiler is there. What compiler does? It compiles the program, and if the error is there, there itself is gives the error. But here in Python, there is no any compiler. Direct what it is there, there is an interpreter is there. With the help of interpreter, it executes the program. When a program's instructions are carried out, the program runs or executes. A program that is free of syntax error can be executed, but it might not produce the correct result. Okay, if it is error free, then immediately the program will be executed. For a program to work, the programmer must give the instruction to the computer in a specific sequence, which is called as a logic of the computer programming. I said that step by step logic should be given properly. Instructions should be written clearly, then and then only it will work it. Okay, error free ho gaya, but I have not written the output properly, then I'm not going to able to see the output, what has been done the process. Okay, so that is very important. Now in this logic errors are there, which includes instructions that are out of sequence, missing instructions, and instruction not a part of an procedure. Using an otherwise correct statement that does not make sense in the current context is called as a semantic error. So what is semantic error? Here logical error is there, the logic error is there, syntax error is there, semantic errors are there, different types of errors are there. So semantic error, what it is saying, that using an otherwise correct statement you have written it, but that does not make sense. कुछ भी sense नहीं हो रहा है वहां पे. So in that case, it is called as a semantic error. And next is logical error, are much more difficult to locate than the syntax error. Logically means that if I am saying that I want to do the addition. Now in that case, while doing the addition, if I write down 101010 plus all this 1010 are some binary numbers, and plus if I take some decimal number, so in that case there is a logical error that it won't work it properly. To use a computer program, it must first be loaded into the computer's memory. Now what is memory? Memory is the internal storage in a computer, also called as main memory or random access memory, that is nothing but an RAM. Internal memory is a temporary memory and volatile. Its contents are lost when the computer loses power. When the power is off, then whatever the contents are there, that are temporary contents are there in that. So immediately all the contents or whatever the things data is there on the this temporary memory will be lost. Programmer often refer to memory location or addresses using hexadecimal notation. The programmer's jobs can be broken down into 7 development steps. What are the 7 development steps? First is understand the problem, the plan, the logic, coding the program, using software to translate the program into the machine language, then testing the problem, putting the problem into the production, and then maintaining the program. So all these are the 7 steps are there that to be worked out. So the same 7 steps are being shown into the graphical form, that understand the problem. Then after understanding the problem, then means I'll take one of the example for this. That is nothing but I want to make one small project on hospital management. What I want to do, I want to make one of the project on hospital management. So what are the things that first I have to understand what is the hospital management. I have to visit hospital. I have to see the management things of the hospital. I have to note down each and every parameter, each and every data of that hospital, so that I can make the further things. Then plan the logic. I have to plan logically. I can't means what we say, it should be systematic, or it should be logically placed each and everything. I can't do that. Doctor will directly tell compounder to visit the patient. Yes or no? Who is going to visit? Doctor is going to visit the patient. Then doctor is going to give the instruction to compounder to do something, whatever is needed, or for the nurse, and in that way. So doctor is going to give the medicine, doctor is going to write down the prescription and all that things. So in that case, the proper logic to be planned, the design process to be done. After the design process is done, and then we have to start, all things are done on the paper or the design, what we can say that flow chart or algorithm is there. With the help of that, the design process has been done very nicely. Then it has been integrated, and then further small models to be start writing the code. Now whatever the code has been written, that to be executed and see that is you're getting it proper output. That is nothing but translating the code and then getting it the output. If it is there, then test the program. That you have to test the program. Testing is very, or for that testing you can say debugging or the testing. Testing is very important parameter in this programming language everywhere, not here only. There is a food testing is there, then your what we say, all things, oil testing is there, food testing, water testing. Same way here in programming also, the testing is there. After completing of one model, I'm saying one model, you have to test. If it is okay, then go for the second model. If that is okay, then go for the third model. In that way, each and every model to be tested. If it is all okay, then you have to integrate it into the one and put the program into the production. After testing is okay, the finally the test manager, the tester tells that the program whatever is given is okay, then in that case you can put the program into the production. Then after that, it is given to production means what, into the hospital, that the hospital management system whatever is there, that has been installed, and that they are working on it. But every day some new things are being introduced or maintenance has been needed, and who is going to do the maintenance is going to do by the programmer. There the hospital management system who are handling it, they are not going to do the maintenance. Maintenance going to be done by the programmer itself. So this is nothing but a 7 steps or 7 steps to complete the cycle of an programming process. Is it clear, all of you? I have explained this all 6 steps with the help of example. That is nothing but a hospital management system. Because everyone has visited once or twice or many of the times that is hospital. So you know that hospital, what are the things, what are not there, and all is etc. etc. Is it okay, all of you? Harsh Chaudhary? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it, what I have explained you?
Yes, ma'am.
Jasmine? Prasad?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is nothing but a process. Okay. Now problem solving with computer. And there is nothing but the result and programs are there in this problem solving. So result means the outcome of the complete computer assisted answer whatever is required. Okay. And what is program? Program means the set of instruction that make up the solution using programming language. Computer are built to deal with algorithmic solution. Difficulties lies in the programming, and solution must be transformed into a algorithmic format. Difficulties with problem solving. Now what are the difficulties with the problem solving? That people have many difficulties that while solving problem. Okay, people have many problems with problem solving. There are various types of difficulties are there. That various types of difficulties that some people are the most serious difficulty is that we do not understand the problem correctly. What is that? Many people are there that do not understand the problem correctly. When that problem is not understood correctly, then you will not be able to solve that problem properly. Then next, many of them are afraid to take the decision. Okay, that is one big problem. Difficulties of problem solving. When we use problem solving steps to solve the problem, sometimes we do not define the problem correctly. This is also one of the thing is there. Then people go through one or more steps inadequately, but not able to take the again decision. Then the sequence of solution to the problem is not logically many times. Means program is written but logically वो perform नहीं हो रहा है. So that is nothing but one or more steps are nothing but inadequate are there. The next problem solving process is not easy. Means if you understand problem very nicely, then you can solve it easily. Otherwise, you will not be able to solve the process easily. Problem solving on computer. Many of the users thinks that it is difficult task of writing the instructions. Or many of the users says that computer have specific system of communication. If the syntax are known to you, if the process is known to you, then the problem solving on the computer is easy. It will not get it any hurdles there. But for that, you have to know the syntax. Again, if I don't know how to speak in Gujarati, and if someone says that no, you have to speak in Gujarati, I don't know, I have not spoken anytime. So in that case, what is there? I have to learn it, then I can speak it. So for this also, for solving the problem, I have to know it, I have to go through it, I have to find out it, and I have to take some decision without keeping any fear in the mind. Then and then only you can solve the problem very nicely. Again, here I'll say that for each and every problem there is a solution. Not only one solution, multiple solutions are there. Then that you have to find out which one is feasible, which one is easy, which one is effective, and accordingly have to solve the problem. Now, problem solving aspect. In this problem solving aspect, there is no universal method of problem solving, but still there are some phases are there. So we will go through this phases. Is it clear, all of you? I'm becoming fast. Anything? Hello? Hello? Is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any problem? Are you getting each and everything properly? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So problem solving aspect, there are different phases are there. The problem solving is what? Now that I'll tell you first, is a creative process. Problem solving is nothing but a creative process, and it is need to be followed systematically. What it is? It is a creative process and need to be followed systematically. And what are the different aspects or the phases of the this problem solving aspect are nothing but problem definition phase. This is the first problem definition phase. Second is nothing but getting started on a problem. Third is the use of specific example. The fourth is nothing but similarities among problems. The fifth is working backward from the solution. And the next last one is nothing but general problem solving strategies. In the general problem solving strategies, again it is divided into divide and conquer method, dynamic programming, greedy search, backtracking, and branch and bound method. So these are the different methods which are there. Okay, so to start one by one, I'll explain you in detail. Now problem definition phase. In this problem definition phase, problem solving success depends on the understanding of the problem. How it definition phase is that problem solving success depends on the understanding of the problem. If the problem is understood properly, then and only there will be the success. It is necessary to understand what we are trying to solve. Okay, in this phase, one should do what must he done rather than how to do it. What is that? In this phase, what the user should do, that what must he done, he is going to do it rather than how to do it. Okay, so in this phase, set of precisely defined tasks as extracted from the problem statement. Whatever the problem statement is there, from that you have to define it very properly. So for that you have to understand what is the problem, then and then only you can define that problem. Okay, the next step, have you got this first step, problem definition phase, where you're going to define some problem properly, and how you're going to define it? If you understand the statement, then and then only you will able to define the problem. So for example, that I want to make a software to build the internet of things, but on what? For the house management. So now house management, then I have to write down the definition of the same. Okay, and then go ahead. The next is getting started on a problem. There are many ways of solution for many problems. What is that? There are many ways. With the help of different ways, you can solve a single problem. Even after the problem definition phase, people done have any idea when to start, from where to start, and when to start with the problem. Means after defining also there is a problem for the user, that from where to start and how to start. Okay, so in that case again you have to be very clearly, and then only you can go ahead. Then the third step is the use of specific example. Use any heuristic to start. Means you have to take some example for an trial and error method. With that only you will go further. Okay, so start on problem is to pick a specific example of a general problem which can be solved, and try and work out the mechanism to get the proper output. Okay, so here to use a specific example means with the help of one of the example you are going to try it. You're going to see the trial and error method. If it works, then you can go ahead. Then next is nothing but your working backward from the solution. Means now for example that different constructions, dams are being done. What different dams are being done. Now I want to build one of the new dam. I'm going to construct it. To build the new construction, I have to see the process backtracking. Now backtracking, what I'm telling, backtracking, working up and backtracking. I have to see the process of the previous dam. What are the things they have been done? What are the material they have been used to make the pillar very strong? Because if the pillar is not strong, then the base won't be remain strong. So all this backtracking solution to be work out, then and then only you'll get the proper solution to solve the problem. This backtracking, working backtracking is very important. Okay, before that, similarities among problem, I have forgot that. A similarity among problem is what? That whatever the problem definition I have written. So is there any different similarity which is already there in our world, and can we make the matching with that and can improve whatever is there previously? That we can do. And then next is nothing but backtracking means what? Already whatever has been built, how it has been built, and is there any improvement that we can do it, that we have to check it and go ahead. And the last is nothing but a general problem solving strategy. In the general problem solving strategy, there are no number of general and powerful computational strategies that can be solved for the solving purpose of this problems. So now what are that some useful strategies? That is nothing but all these three are the strategies. That divide and conquer is the first. second is dynamic programming, and third is greedy search, backtracking, and branch and bound. All these three terms are there. These three terms are being used in data structure. Now, what is this data structure? You may be thinking it that data structure is nothing but it's an subject what we say, linked list, double linked list, dynamic programming, and all that things. Okay. Now, what is this divide and conquer? Dynamic program, greedy search, backtracking, and branch and bound. I'll explain it in next lecture. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Whatever I have explained, is it clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
You will be more interesting when we'll start with the Python. Now, this little bit in this week, whatever the general problem solving aspect is there. This is little bit theoretical part related to the computers and all that things. So a little bit it will take time to all of you to tune it, but the next part, whatever we are going to start, that is nothing but regarding Python. You will take much more interest in that. Okay. So today we have seen that is nothing but all the concept of what are what we have seen today. That is nothing but an need of an problem solving with computers. What is computers? That input, process, output, then object, and all that things, logic, error, all the concept of computer that we have seen it in today's lecture. Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
ma'am.
Wait. Okay. I'll take the attendance. Give me the attendance. Before that, I'll stop the recording.